Welcome to Farming Aid.
When it comes to ranching, every decision has to pay off, and few choices are more important than the cattle you raise. In today's market, where feed costs are rising, weather is unpredictable, and buyers demand both quality and consistency, ranchers are looking for breeds that can do it all. That's why so many smart ranchers are turning to Beefmaster cattle. Built from the very beginning to handle tough conditions, reproduce reliably, and deliver calves that thrive, Beefmasters are more than just another breed, they're a complete ranching solution. In this video, we're diving into why Beefmasters have earned a reputation as one of the most practical and profitable choices for modern ranchers, and how they continue to stand out in an industry where efficiency and adaptability mean everything. The Beefmaster breed was not created by accident or by tradition alone. It came about through deliberate planning and selective breeding aimed at producing cattle that could thrive where other breeds struggled. Developed in the early 20th century by Tom Lassiter in Texas, Beefmasters were bred using Hereford, Shorthorn, and Brahman cattle, each chosen for specific traits. Herefords contributed their feed efficiency and carcass quality, Shorthorns brought milk production and maternal strength, and Brahmans added heat tolerance, disease resistance, and longevity. The result was a composite breed built on balance rather than extremes, giving ranchers cattle that were not only hardy but also consistent performers. Lassiter believed cattle should be evaluated on traits that truly mattered to ranchers: fertility, weight, conformation, hardiness, disposition, and milk production. These became the 6 guiding principles for Beefmaster selection, and they remain the backbone of the breed today. For modern ranchers, fertility is always at the top of the priority list. An animal that cannot reproduce consistently is a liability, no matter how good it looks or how heavy it weighs. Beefmaster cows are known for high reproductive rates, cycling early, calving easily, and rebreeding on schedule. This reliability means fewer open cows and fewer lost dollars, something every rancher pays attention to when margins are tight. The breed's strong maternal instincts also ensure that calves are not just born alive but are cared for and raised with vigor. Beefmaster cows are often described as dependable mothers that can wean heavy calves year after year, even when forage conditions are far from ideal. In today's market, where efficiency and predictability can make or break a ranch, these qualities give Beefmasters an edge. Another reason smart ranchers lean toward Beefmasters is their ability to grow and thrive under real-world conditions. Not every pasture is lush, not every year brings steady rains, and not every rancher can afford high levels of supplemental feed. A breed that can convert whatever is available into quality beef is far more valuable than one that looks impressive only under perfect conditions. Beefmasters are efficient grazers that can maintain condition on lower quality forage compared to many European breeds. Their Brahman influence gives them the ability to withstand heat, insects, and diseases that often cripple less adapted cattle. This makes them especially popular across the southern United States, Latin America, and other regions where hot climates and variable forage are the norm. But adaptability is not just about surviving tough conditions, it is also about being able to perform in diverse management systems. Whether they are raised on small family ranches or large commercial operations, Beefmasters adapt to the environment and management style they are given. Ranchers who run extensive herds on open range appreciate their resilience and independence, while those who work with more intensive systems value their ability to respond well to good nutrition and care. In both cases, the cattle deliver consistent performance, proving their versatility in a way few breeds can match. One of the most pressing concerns for ranchers today is market demand. Beef consumers want consistent quality, packers want carcasses that grade well, and feedlots want animals that gain weight efficiently without excessive inputs. Beefmasters align with all 3 of these requirements. Their composite genetics give them the ability to finish well on grass or grain, producing beef that is tender, flavorful, and competitive in the marketplace. While Brahman-influenced cattle have sometimes been criticized for carcass quality, Beefmasters have consistently proven that when bred and managed correctly, they can produce beef that satisfies modern consumer expectations while retaining the durability ranchers need. The commercial cattle market today is unforgiving of inefficiency. Ranchers are constantly pressured by rising feed costs, fluctuating land values, and volatile beef prices. A breed that can reduce costs without sacrificing performance is no longer a luxury, it is a necessity. Beefmasters stand out because they lower input costs in multiple ways. They stay healthy in challenging conditions, reducing the need for expensive veterinary interventions. They breed back reliably, lowering the costs of replacing open cows. They can wean heavier calves on less feed, which translates into higher weaning weights without proportional increases in cost. For ranchers who operate on slim margins, these savings are as valuable as the prices their calves fetch at auction. Ranchers who think in the long term also appreciate the longevity of Beefmaster cows. Unlike some breeds that lose productivity after a few calvings, Beefmasters remain fertile and productive for many years. This means a rancher can keep a cow in the herd longer, reducing replacement rates and spreading the cost of developing a heifer over more years of calf production. In the big picture, this longevity adds up to significant economic stability, something ranchers value as much as daily cash flow. The temperament of a breed is another factor that influences a rancher's choice. Cattle that are nervous, aggressive, or hard to handle can cause injuries, damage facilities, and lower overall productivity. Beefmasters are known for their manageable disposition. While they retain the alertness of Brahman cattle, they have a calmer temperament that makes them easier to handle than many pure Bos Indicus types. For ranchers, especially those working smaller crews or family operations, this reduces stress and risk, making daily handling safer and more efficient. In addition to their direct performance on the ranch, Beefmasters also bring value through crossbreeding. They are often used to improve other herds because they pass on hybrid vigor, boosting fertility, growth, and overall productivity in their offspring. Ranchers who want to keep their herds flexible in changing market conditions often introduce Beefmaster genetics into their operations, knowing they will gain not just toughness but also improvements in calf performance. This makes Beefmasters both a standalone breed and a strategic tool for improving commercial herds. Global ranching trends also favor breeds like the Beefmaster. Climate change, shifting consumer demands, and economic uncertainty mean ranchers need cattle that can thrive in varied conditions. Heat tolerance is becoming increasingly important not just in traditional hot regions but even in places where summers are getting longer and more intense. The resistance to ticks, flies, and other parasites that Beefmasters carry is also becoming more valuable as ranchers seek to minimize chemical inputs and adopt more sustainable practices. In this context, Beefmasters are not just a smart choice for today but also a forward-looking choice for the future. Marketing Beefmaster calves is also an area where ranchers find benefits. As more buyers become familiar with the breed's reputation for efficiency and adaptability, demand for Beefmaster-influenced cattle has grown steadily. Calves with Beefmaster genetics are often recognized for their ability to perform well in feedlots and on the rail, which means ranchers can market them confidently. Many ranchers also take advantage of breed association programs that promote and certify Beefmaster cattle, giving them an edge in sales. For ranchers who are thinking about the broader picture of their land and resources, Beefmasters offer another advantage. They fit well into sustainable ranching practices. Because they can thrive on forage and require fewer inputs, they put less pressure on land and resources compared to breeds that demand more intensive feeding. Ranchers interested in regenerative practices, grass-fed systems, or low-input ranching find that Beefmasters align naturally with their goals. These practices are not only good for the land but also appeal to consumers who increasingly care about how beef is raised. Ultimately, the decision to raise Beefmaster cattle is not just about one or two traits but about balance. Ranchers know that in today's market, single-trait selection is risky. A breed that gains weight quickly but struggles with fertility is a liability. A cow that produces milk but cannot handle heat will drain resources. A bull that looks impressive in the pasture but throws calves that do not perform at weaning will cost money over time. Beefmasters avoid these pitfalls because they were built on a philosophy of balance. Their genetics are not tilted toward extremes but toward practical performance across the traits that matter most. The story of Beefmasters is really a story of ranchers adapting to reality. Tom Lasseter developed them to meet the challenges of his time, but their relevance has only grown as conditions have become tougher and the industry more competitive. Ranchers today face weather extremes, high costs, and shifting consumer expectations. They need cattle that can handle all three, and Beefmasters have proven that they can. When a rancher chooses Beefmasters, they are not just choosing a breed, they are choosing a strategy that reduces risk and increases opportunity. Even in the face of criticism or skepticism from those who favor more traditional breeds, Beefmasters have continued to prove themselves. They may not always win in show rings or dominate headlines, but where it matters most, on real ranches producing real beef, they consistently deliver. Ranchers who adopt them often remark on how quickly they begin to see improvements in herd performance, from conception rates to calf growth to overall ease of management. That is why the breed has steadily grown from its roots in Texas to ranches across the United States and beyond. For a smart rancher in today's market, every decision is about stacking the odds in their favor. Weather, markets, and politics may all be out of their control, but the genetics of their herd is not. By choosing Beefmasters, they are selecting cattle that have already been proven to withstand adversity while still producing at high levels. It is a decision rooted in both tradition and modern science, a blend of practical ranching wisdom and forward-thinking strategy. At the end of the day, ranching success depends on cattle that can handle the challenges of real-world conditions while still delivering profit in the marketplace. Beefmaster cattle bring together fertility, adaptability, longevity, and efficiency in a way few other breeds can match. That's why more and more ranchers who want to stay competitive are choosing Beefmasters, not just for today's market, but for the future of their herds. If you're serious about building a herd that works as hard as you do, Beefmasters are a breed worth considering. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more ranching insights, and drop a comment below to share your thoughts or experiences with Beefmaster cattle.